It's the push for Pennsylvania. Governor Josh Shapiro makes the case to elect Kamala Harris as speculation grows that he could be her running mate. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington. Jessica is off today. The governor said he is more optimistic than ever before about the future, but he also said the agenda of former President Trump threatens real freedom and progress. Dan Snyder is in Montgomery County right now, where that rally wrapped up just a few minutes ago. Good evening, Dan.
Good evening, Yuki. We are 99 days from Election Day. We have yet to see the vice president here in the Commonwealth on an official campaign stop. However, her campaign has been busy over the last week getting those top surrogates out there. One of those, of course, being Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. And he was joined by another Democratic governor from a key battleground state today, that being Michigan's Gretchen Whitmer. These two also have something else in common. They were long both thought to be on the short list of potential running mates for Kamala Harris in the upcoming election. Now, Governor Whitmer has said she is not going to be that running mate. She's going to stay in Michigan and finish out her term in 2026. Governor Shapiro, we've asked him a lot about this, and he has never really ruled it out. Neither brought up the vice presidential pick on stage today. However, talking with some voters who came to the event today, of course, this being a homecoming for Governor Shapiro, he's a Montgomery County guy, voters said they would love to see him as vice president, but they also don't really want to see him leave as governor. But of course, Shapiro and Whitmer making the case for a President Kamala Harris in November's election. They repeated at what's become an unofficial campaign slogan for Harris now, that we won't go back. And they really took aim at what they said would be a loss of freedoms under another 4 years of Donald Trump. Take a listen.
Well, I don't know about you. I want a future that is cleaner and greener. I want a future with better schools and safer streets. And I want a future with more freedom, not less. And I want a future where I can look the 47th president of the United States in the eye and say, hello, Madam President. I hope you're with me. Let us get to work. Thank you.
Now, of course, the Trump campaign is also making its play for Pennsylvania. Former President Trump will be in Harrisburg on Wednesday this week. He also sent out in a Truth Social post on Friday that he plans to return to Butler, Pennsylvania, the site of the attempt on his life back on July 13th. However, he did not say when that would be happening. So, Yuki, to your point, yes, the push for Pennsylvania is on, and Pennsylvanians should expect to see a lot more of the Trump and Harris campaigns here in the Commonwealth over the next 3+ months. Yuki.
And Dan, the FBI says the former president has agreed to what they call a standard victim interview as part of the investigation into the Butler rally shooting that nearly took his life. It's not clear when or where that interview will take place. The 45th president is returning to Pennsylvania this week. He will hold a rally in Harrisburg Wednesday indoors at the Pennsylvania Farm Show complex. It will be the first time he returns to the Commonwealth since the attempt on his life earlier this month.